I never would have thought to look for Mortaine's champion in a place like this, but I guess that's the whole point.
A village so small and insignificant that it wasn't marked on any of my maps. I don't reckon there could be more than 20 people living here. How did Otto manage to find this place?
I don't know, but it kind of reminds me of home. Except it's somehow smaller. Do you think he's even here right now?
I suppose we're about to find out. Let's ask around. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment?
It's not often that we get travelers in Enbrook. You just passing through?
Actually, we're looking for someone. A man named Gideon?
What's your business with Gideon?
We only wish to speak with him. He and I share an old mutual friend.
Not likely. Who are you? And why are you really here?
I promise we're telling the truth. We mean him no harm.
If you want to get to Gideon, you're going to have to go through the rest of us. So leave now, while you're still intact. Or...
Stand down, Nathaniel. I can handle myself.
They knew you by name. That can't be a good sign.
I appreciate you looking out for me, but I would know if they meant me harm. These two come without malice.
If you say so.
Would you like to join me, friends? I was just on my way to lay flowers on the graves.
Yes, please. If you would have us.
You must forgive Nathaniel. The villagers can get very protective of me at times, as though I haven't been the one protecting them since they were born.
You're Gideon?
I am. And you are?
I am Professor Theodus Hogwin of the Arcane Nathaniel, and this is my assistant, Ari Leverett.
It's a pleasure.
Do the people here know who you are?
They know that I am different. They know that I am older than their grandfathers' grandfathers, and that my presence here is a precious secret that's been kept for countless generations. But that is all. I take it from your questions that the two of you are aware of my identity.
We learned about you from the writings of my mentor, this young girl's great-grandfather. His name was Otto Ringdell?
That explains much. Use the word was. I take that to mean he's no longer with us?
He passed away a year before I was born.
I see. My condolences. Does anybody else know my whereabouts?
Only the two of us. We burned Otto's journal to ensure it could never be found again.
I'm thankful for that. And what else did Otto write about me in this journal of his?
He detailed the reasons behind your seclusion and the nature of the cemetery which you guard. Beyond that, there was little else.
No details of our conversation?
No. Otto had a habit of needing to record everything he learned in some way or another, but he hid your identity behind many layers of security, ones I am lucky to have unraveled myself.
That comes as a surprise to me. There was a time that I feared I may need to relocate after he found me. Our meeting wasn't exactly a cordial one.
What do you mean?
Otto was a strange man who came to me seeking a glimpse into the fate of Iathus. He was insistent on the matter, but my goddess and I are not in the habit of sharing. If you've come with a similar request, then I'm afraid your journey was in vain.
Actually, we haven't. I have a theory that is dying, and when we discovered where to find the Champion of Death, we thought you might be able to help us. Have you heard anything about... Or, at the very least, can you tell us how a god dies?
I'm sorry to say your journey was still made in vain. I can't help you.
Can't or won't?
Some truths are hidden from mortal kind for a reason. I suggest you cease this line of questioning and set your minds on more productive matters.
I can't. I promised my grandmother I wouldn't rest until I figured out what was happening to...
Then you will never rest. I've walked these lands under Mortaine's guidance since your first champion died in the Ascension War. 2,000 years imparts a certain amount of wisdom to a man, so I would ask that you not take my advice lightly. The business of the gods is theirs, and involving yourself can only end in catastrophe.
But nothing is being done about it. If I don't try to fix it, then who will?
You say that Otto wrote about the nature of this cemetery. Then I'm sure you know that beneath this hill, in hundreds of unmarked graves, lie the ashes of some of the greatest figures of history. Dead champions, kings, and queens feed the soil beneath your boots. People whose resurrection would have untold consequences on the fate of Iathus. For 2 millennia, I have retrieved, burned, and buried their bodies to protect the world from their undeath. In all of those years, do you know what I found to be the most common cause of their passing? It was hubris. If you believe a mortal like yourself could heal a wound such as this, you are sorely mistaken. Trust in the gods and let them handle the problems of Celestia.
But...
That is my final word on the matter. If there's nothing else, I would ask that you leave Enbrook immediately.
We won't give up, Ari. This just means we'll need to search for answers elsewhere.
I guess.
Thank you for your time, Gideon. We're sorry to have disturbed your peace.
Before you go, may I speak with you for a moment alone, Hogwin?
Is that all right with you, Ari?
Sure. I'll go wait by the road.
Which one are you?
I'm not sure what you mean.
There's no use in pretending, friend. As Mortaine's champion, I have the ability to see the threads which tie every person and thing to the fate of Iathus. But there are a select few whose fates I cannot read. The gods and their champions. So, whose are you?
I'm sure you of all people understand that there are some secrets I must keep to myself.
I do understand. Hopefully whomever you serve will not hold it against you that your nature was revealed unintentionally. Your secret is safe with me. Is mine safe with you?
Outside of Ari, myself, and my god, you have my word that no one will know of your presence here.
It is appreciated.
Is that all you wish to ask of me?
No. I asked to speak with you alone because I need to warn you about the girl.
Ari?
She is dangerous. And I don't think even she knows it.
Dangerous? She is powerful and full of potential, to be sure, but Ari wouldn't hurt a fly.
Perhaps not intentionally, but her mere existence is a threat to the fate of Iathus.
Explain.
There are some things that are only mine and my goddesses to know. But if you had not been accompanying her today, I would have already taken her life.
Are you threatening my student, Gideon?
The girl cannot be allowed to live.
I swore to protect her with my life, and that is a promise I intend to keep, even if it means clashing with the Champion of Death.
I will take no action against her, not while she's under your protection. I can sense when I'm outclassed. But no matter who you serve or what fondness you may have for the girl, we both have a duty to protect this world and its people. Otto Ringdale was a dangerous man. And the trait that made him so dangerous was inherited by his offspring. It is a miracle that fate hasn't been sundered by that family already. But in order to ensure it stays that way, Ari and any others who come from Otto's bloodline cannot be allowed to live.
You're the reason Otto went into hiding. He was running from you.
As I told you, he was dangerous.
Ari has done nothing to make me think she poses a threat to anyone, let alone deserves to die for it. If you want me to believe she and her family are so dangerous, then tell me why.
I cannot.
If you won't answer that, then answer me this. Many decades ago, before I was a champion, I journeyed into the Manglewood in search of the Wishing Well. I wanted to beseech the gods for their aid in making a more just world, but no matter how much I searched, I couldn't find it. Eventually I gave up and left, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I later attempted it again, still having no luck and still feeling that something was wrong. What happened to me in those woods? And if you and Mortaine are so protective of fate, then why create something like the Wishing Well in the first place?
That is for my goddess to know.
Perhaps I will attempt the journey again. Perhaps I can wish to learn what you refused to tell me.
Hogwin, you cannot take that girl into those woods.
Why? What are you afraid might happen?
Can you not just trust my word and kill the girl?
I would sooner die.
Hogwin, you must listen to me.
Try to follow us and Mortaine will be in need of a new champion.
What was that about? He looks angry.
We're going to the Manglewood. Now.
What? Why?
So you can wish for an answer to your question at the well.
Are you okay? I've never seen you like this.
I'm fine. I'm going to teleport us there now. Are you ready?
Sure!
Previously on the Bardic Hearth.
We already have our hands full with... Speaking of which, any more progress on that front?
None.
If you aren't having any luck, then it's likely none of us will.
I never would have thought to look for Mortaine's champion in a place like this.
It's not often that we get travelers in Enbrook. You just passing through?
Actually, we're looking for someone. A man named Gideon?
Hogwin, you cannot take that girl into those woods.
Why? What are you afraid might happen?
I need you to scope out the Manglewood for me.
The Manglewood? Okay, give me a couple weeks to blow all this cash. And then I'll get on it.
That's why you're my favorite. See you later, darling.
Are you there yet?
No, not there yet. Just like I wasn't there when you asked me 2 minutes ago.
A lot can happen in 2 minutes. Excuse me for looking out for you. Who knows what kind of horrors Mortaine has sprinkled throughout those woods.
I mean, the thorns are a fucking nuisance, but other than that, it's really nothing special so far. Just some giant spiders and man-eating plants.
Ah, yes. Just the usual then.
Do people really die so frequently here? I've barely gotten a scratch.
You forget you're one of the 9 most powerful mortals currently on Island. Only someone like you can find a normal person's death trap to be a child's play.
Hold on, there's another spider. You still haven't told me what I'm looking for anyway.
You'll know it when you see it.
Do you know what I'm looking for?
Of course I do. Probably. I'm pretty sure.
I swear, if this ends up being a complete waste of time, I quit my job.
I'll get you in touch with my manager. Hazel, what is it? Do you see something?
It's green up ahead.
Green, you say?
Yeah. And there's a tavern?
Do you see a man?
No. But there's smoke coming out of the chimney. Gotta be someone in there.
Approach very carefully and describe to me everything you see.
Can you not just look through my eyes?
You're deep in Mortaine's domain now. Our connection isn't as strong as it normally is, though we should still be able to speak like this.
All right. I'm approaching the clearing.
Be extremely cautious, Hazel. Mortaine has wanted great things.
Guile? Are you there? Huh. Weird. Hello? Is this place open?
What's your wish?
Huh?
Your wish. Just tell me what it is so we can get this over with.
I don't have a wish.
Then why are you here?
I'm thirsty.
You came to the Manglewood for a drink.
Yeah, my buddy Ivan told me about your place.
Ivan?
You know, big strong knight, came here with a king, probably killed him.
You mean he remembers me?
Yeah, definitely.
Come inside.
Whoa, truth enchantment, huh? Oh, now I see why you wanted me to step inside.
You can sense the enchantment?
It's pretty good. Mortaine must have done it herself. Wait, okay, ask me something stupid, like what color the sky is.
Why?
Come on, just do it.
What color's the sky?
Purple.
Is fire hot?
Nope.
What's 2 + 2?
17.
How are you doing that?
One of the perks of being me. I can't be compelled to tell the truth.
You're Guile's champion.
You must be Mortaines! Guile has had me looking for you for a long time.
He has?
Yeah, he hates not knowing things, especially when it comes to your goddess. Can I dig through your bar?
Sure. How did you know about Ivan and the king?
I don't like kings, so I take any opportunity that I can get to steal from them. Even better if I can trick them into accidentally getting themselves killed.
You were the fake seer in Ivan's story.
Oh, he told you about me, did he?
Yeah. I'm offended by your impression of me.
Well, you're not exactly what most people would expect Mortaine's champion to look like. I thought you'd be like, a necromancer, fortune teller, something. Not a washed up bard. You sure you didn't make a contract with the wrong god?
Is there a more fitting god for a bard to worship?
You're funny. Where is the rum?
I don't have the stuff to make rum. What's Guile's interest in Mortaine?
Many. Myriad. He says he sees her as some kind of puzzle to solve, but I think he just wants to get her in bed.
The way Mortaine speaks about him, that's never going to happen.
Which is exactly why he's obsessed with her. Don't tell him I told you that, though.
Wasn't planning to.
Is this a liqueur?
Yeah, cinnamon.
Ew, never mind.
So, what's your plan now that you've found me?
I think I'm gonna stick around for a bit and do some snooping and figure out what your whole deal is before I report back to the little man upstairs.
Yeah, that's not going to be possible.
Why? Are you gonna try and stop me?
If anything, I wish I could help you. Any way to get word of me out of this glade and to someone who might know how to get me out of here.
You make it sound like you're not here by choice.
I'm not. Not anymore, at least. But my contract with Mortaine requires me to stay here for another 9 centuries.
Damn. I don't envy you. So, what do you mean? I won't be able to report back to Guile?
Mortaine has enchanted this glade so that as soon as you cross the tree line, the forest closes behind you and you forget everything that happened here. You forget about this clearing, you forget about this tavern, you forget about me.
Is that so? What if I teleport away from the inside? Then I won't have to cross the tree line.
She thought of that. A few wish seekers have tried it in the past, but found their magic countered.
What if I wrote myself a note to find later?
Also been tried. The ink disappears from the page.
Okay, what if you stand at the tree line when I cross over and fill me in from the other side?
As soon as you leave, the Manglewood will move to block this glade from sight. You won't be able to see or hear me. Trust me, this place is airtight.
Yeah, I'll figure something out. Interesting how much effort Mortaine has gone through to keep people from discovering you, though.
I guard the wishing well and determine whether someone's wish is worthy of being granted. It's supposed to keep word of that safeguard from spreading to the outside world, and to protect me from other gods who might try to get at Mortaine through me.
Usually champions are a little more active, though. The whole point of us is we carry out the wills of our gods, affecting politics and world events on their behalf since they're limited by the divine code. Having you just sit here and guard that pointless well, it seems like an odd choice.
Pointless?
I mean, come on. Have you ever granted a wish that had any meaningful impact on the world?
That's by design. The wishing well is meant as a gift to the unfortunate, not as a tool to alter the fate of Iathis.
Oh, so this is an act of philanthropy on Mortaine's part, is it? Interesting. How many innocent people do you think have died in these woods in the search of Mortaine's gift? Do you think the blessings given to the few who make it this far justify the cost of those innocent lives?
The people who come here know the risk.
Listen, I'm not judging. Just don't act all high and mighty, pretending you and your goddess aren't killing people just by existing here.
The wishing well has done a lot of good.
Oh yeah? What's the last wish you actually granted?
A woman wished to become a bird.
Right. A bird. And that woman probably had to walk over 100 corpses so that you could make her a bird. If Mortaine told you she put the well here in the name of good, she is lying to you. And there's some other reason that she doesn't want you to know about. I would know. Lies are my whole thing.
What's it like for you, being Guile's champion?
Annoying. But kind of fun, sometimes.
What does he have you do all the time?
He sends me on the occasional errand, but lets me do my own thing for the most part. I just wish he would stop bitching to me from Celestia when I'm trying to sleep.
From Celestia? How do you talk to him while he's in Celestia?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All champions have a telepathic bond with their god. He just speaks into my mind whenever he wants, and he hears when I do it too.
Ortain and I don't have that.
Maybe she just doesn't like talking to you.
What about your powers? Are they still there?
Yeah. Are yours not?
Oh, they are. I'm just not as powerful as I used to be.
Man, you must have really pissed her off or something. Guile gets pissy at me if I don't use the magic he grants me.
I'm beginning to realize there's a lot Mortain isn't telling me.
Gotta love a lady with secrets. Okay, I'm curious. Say I did have a wish in mind when I stumbled across this place. What would usually happen now?
Now I would usually make you a drink, though it seems you've already taken care of that yourself. And then I'd ask for your story. What your wish is, how that wish came about, etc.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Can we do that anyway? I love talking about my backstory.
You do seem oddly forthright for a champion of trickery, especially since you can lie in spite of the enchantment.
Oh, buddy, if I was lying to you, you would never know. But the first rule of trickery is to only lie when it serves you. Or when it's fun.
Noted.
Here, I made you one too.
One what?
I don't know. Just threw a bunch of bottles together and dropped a cherry in it.
You expect me to drink a cocktail made by the champion of trickery?
Oh, come on, if I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't use poison. It's not nearly flashy enough. Slancha.
Ah, God, it tastes like shit.
I love it. All right, are you ready?
Ready for what?
For my story?
Don't you want to sit down to tell it?
Tell it? No. I'm gonna show it to you. Elusium temperi praetaris.
Did we just teleport? No. We're inside of an illusion, aren't we?
One thing tricksters and bards have in common. We know how to put on a show.
I can actually feel the texture of the stone. What spell is this? Mirage Arcane?
I don't know the names of things, I just do them. Walk and talk?
Where are we?
How much do you know about the city of Tinspire?
I know it's infamous for its criminal underworld and thieves' guilds.
Damn right it is. What we're walking through right now is called the Underweave, a network of tunnels that run beneath Tinspire and provide a shelter for thieves and less respectable criminals. The place is riddled with traps and dead ends, and you can really only get around if you read Thieves' Cant and know where to look for hidden messages. This place was my playground growing up. My parents raised me right, teaching me how to pickpocket and con my way to a hot meal from the ripe age of 6. They take me on jobs and use me as a distraction or as a way to access tight spaces too small for an adult to fit through. I only ate if I earned my keep. So earn my keep I did. They always taught me that in a city of backstabbers and criminals, the only person I could trust was myself. And they made sure to drive that lesson home by abandoning me at the age of 12 to retire somewhere far, far away. In order to survive, I jumped between the dozen different thieves' guilds that called the Underweave their home. I was skilled enough that any of them were happy to have me in their ranks. But I had my sights set on something higher. Everyone knows there are 12 guilds in the Underweave, and most of the people in Tinspire can name them. But there was a legend about a 13th guild, one that pulled the strings of the rest and ran the Underweave from the shadows. Legend had it that you only received an invitation if you caught the attention of their leader by pulling off an especially impressive job. And so for years, I planned a trick that would get me invited. And when I was 21, I finally pulled it off.
What did you do?
I stole a big marble statue of the governor from the city square.
How did you manage that?
A trickster never reveals her secrets. Point is, it was impressive enough to catch the attention of the mythic king of the Underweave. And eventually, I received an invitation to this place. Welcome to Tin Spire's Phantom 13th Guild, the Larcenous Kings.
This is a monumentous occasion, my friends. It is a rarity that we welcome a new king into these halls. But even rarer is the event that we welcome two at once. In our underground empire, to be a king is not to be born into wealth and station. It is not to hail from any given place or bloodline, nor does kingship care about age or gender. To be a king is to claim your place in this world through grit and merit alone. To prove that you have earned your throne amongst the best in the Underweave. Our two new recruits have proven that they deserve the title of king more than any royal who presumes to command us from their ivory towers. Bring them up! Take a knee, newcomers. State your names for your new kinsmen.
Hazel.
Gilligan.
Hazel and Gilligan. To complete your initiation into the Larcenous Kings, you must swear by the King's Creed. A king lives and dies by the creed, and to break it means to forfeit your life. The first tenet: you must keep your membership to the guild secret and guard the details of our business no matter the cost. The second tenet: you do not steal from your fellow kings. We are all equals here, and our spoils are our own. The third tenet: you report all your operations to me and call them off on my say-so. The Underweave has to run smoothly, and it can't do that if we're stepping on each other's toes. The fourth tenet: 1 coin in every 10 goes in the beggar's pot as an offering to Guile. It's only with his blessing that we've managed to become what we are today. If you understand and agree to abide by the creed, say aye.
Aye.
Then breathe your last breath as a common thief, and rise as the Larcenous Kings, Hazel and Gilligan of the Underweave. Now that the formalities are dealt with, on with the revelry!
So, what now, Dad?
If you call me Dad one more time, I'm feeding you to the rats, kid. Call me Clayde like the rest of them.
Yes, sir. Clayde, sir. Yes.
Now you two get to enjoy the celebration being thrown in your honor. But don't let it get to your heads. You may be one of us now, but you've still got a lot to prove.
Making a statue disappear in broad daylight wasn't proof enough?
Your stunt was impressive, I'll give you that. But it means nothing if you can't function with the unit. Meet me in the smoke lounge when you've had enough to eat, and I'll give you your first job with the crew. Then we'll see if you're really worth the trouble.
So, King of the Underweave is your dad, huh?
Are you talking to me?
Who the fuck else would I be talking to?
Oh, yeah. Kinda. I'm his 11th bastard, technically.
Damn, busy man. So, what did you do to make it into the guild? Rig a horse race? Deal a crown jewel? Kill a councilman?
Oh, I didn't do anything, really, but... Oh, wait. Fuck. I wasn't supposed to tell anyone that. Yeah. I stole a magical ruby from the governor. And...
You really need to get better at lying if you don't want to get chewed up and spat out in this place.
Clayde made a promise to my mother to look after me, and the only way to keep me close was to bring me into the guild. But please, don't tell anyone I didn't actually earn my spot. Clayde doesn't want people to know he bent his own rules.
That's bad news, bud. Oh, you're for sure about to become the chair.
The chair?
Every Thieves Guild has one. It's what we call an inexperienced member that's so eager to please they'd probably get on all fours to be sat on if an older member asked. You've got no backbone. The rest of the crew is gonna have a hell of a time pushing you around.
Oh, no. No. I don't want to be the chair.
Relax. What was your name again? Gangrene?
Gilligan.
All right, listen up, Gil. If you stick with me, I'll make sure you don't get picked on. We newbies gotta stick together, right?
You really mean that?
Sure, why not? In fact, I've got a surefire way to get into your old daddy-o's good graces. You in?
Am I in? What am I signing up for?
Fun.
What kind of fun?
See, this is exactly why you're gonna be the chair. You ask too many questions.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, follow me.
Where are we going?
What did I literally just say about questions?
Right. Sorry. You know, the smoke lounge is the other way, right? I don't think we're supposed to leave the gathering hall except to see Clayde.
You want to know a secret, Gil?
Sure.
There's something they don't tell you when you join the Larcenous Kings. Something very important if you want to stay in the guild.
There is? What is it?
The King's Creed. It's bullshit.
What?
It's there to root out the weak links and rule followers. The chairs, so to speak. Don't steal from your fellow kings. Everybody knows there's no honor among thieves. The real initiation involves stealing something from a high-ranking member without getting caught.
That can't be right. The creed is everything to the Larcenous Kings.
Do you want to prove to your dad that you belong here, Gil?
Of course I do. It's
this
just...
is how you do it. He's waiting to see if you have the balls to steal from the larceniest king of the Larcenous Kings. Only then is he going to accept you. Just imagine the look of pride on his face when he realizes you've swindled him.
You're sure this is how it works?
Do I look like someone who doesn't know what she's doing?
All right. Newbies stick together.
That's the spirit. Come on, we're almost there.
These hallways seem awfully empty.
Not a lot of people in the guild to begin with, and with everybody partying out there, it's not like anyone was going to volunteer to guard some back rooms.
Oh no, some of them probably saw us sneak away.
Nah, I made us invisible when no one was looking.
You can do magic?
Turns out, they don't really check if you're actually enrolled in those magic schools. You can just walk into a lecture hall looking like a nerd and nobody will stop you. That being said, we probably have about 3 minutes until they realize we're gone and come find us. Here we are.
Wait. We're gonna break into Clayde's office?
What a way to make an impression, huh? He's definitely got an arcane lock on this thing. Plus a deadbolt, and a mortis lock, and a trap mechanism if you unlock them in the wrong order. Damn, your pops really tried to thief-proof this thing.
I think I'm gonna puke.
Puke in silence, I need to focus. Looks like mortis lock first, then abacus incantorium, then the deadbolt, and let's make sure the trap is disabled for good measure.
How did you do that so fast?
I apprenticed under a locksmith for 3 years as a teenager. If you want to be a great thief, learn from as many places as you can instead of just learning from other thieves.
Wow. I'm learning so much. Really? All of that just to guard a desk?
But the real question is, does this desk have drawers? Bingo. Let's see what he's got hiding in here. Whoops. Triggered an alarm. Ooh, snacks.
An alarm? We're gonna get caught!
Good shit. It's dried apricot. Do you want some?
Why aren't you panicking? Clayde's gonna be here any second.
And
he's going to kill us.
I'm sure he's a perfectly reasonable fellow.
He is going to kill us.
I'm considering it.
Hey, boss. Want some apricots?
Not even 10 minutes since you swore the creed, and already you've broken it. You remember what happens when you break the creed, don't you?
You'll have to jog my memory.
I'll give you 5 seconds to tell me what the fuck you were thinking before I slit both of your throats.
I want in on the mithril job.
Who told you about the Mithril job?
You did. Just now.
What?
If my sources knew about the shipment, there was a good chance yours did too. No way you were gonna miss out on a score like that.
You must have some good informants to come across a tip like that on your own. But I'm still curious about the part where you think this saves your hide.
You need me on the team. I can prove it.
Can somebody fill me in on what's going on?
Shut up, Gilligan. Go on then, girl. Tell me why I need you.
You still think the shipment is coming from the Northern Pass in 6 days, don't you?
Are you gonna tell me it's not?
The armored wagon is a decoy filled with ilmenite, titanium ore. Looks and feels nearly identical to mithril, but won't get you nearly as much on the black market. The real shipment is coming 2 days earlier than you're expecting it in much more discreet packaging. I can tell you the details if you bring me in on the job.
You expect me to take your word for that?
I've got the correspondence to prove it.
Seriously, I'm really lost here.
You know, Gil is kind of already involved just by being present for this conversation. Might as well bring him in on it too.
Mithril is an incredibly rare, incredibly valuable metal mined beneath the volcanic mountain ranges to the north. Pound for pound, it's around twice the value of platinum. About a month ago, the mining crews hit the motherlode, harvesting 1,500 pounds of crude mithril ore. There are only a handful of places in the world that can smelt and refine the metal to its pure form, and the nearest one happens to be right here in Tinspire. I and a hand-picked crew have been keeping track of the shipment, with plans to snatch it as soon as the mithril has been refined. But no one was supposed to know about the job except the 3 of us. Have you told anyone else about this?
No one.
Let's say you do have correspondence to back up these claims. Let's even say I'm convinced of the legitimacy, and you really do have information that I don't. It does nothing to change the fact that you've spat on the King's Creed and broken into my office. A heist like this requires trust and mutual respect, which you've just thrown out the window.
I needed a quick way to prove I was an asset. How many of the Larcenous Kings could slip past your defenses as quickly and seamlessly as I did?
Only a handful.
I might be new, but I'm one of the best you've got. If I waited any longer to bring you this information, you'd have missed out on the real shipment of mithril and ended up with a pile of titanium instead. We both know promises aren't worth a damn down here. But talent is. Let me skip the boring beginner jobs, and I'll help you rake in enough gold to flood the Underweave.
I can't say I don't admire your tenacity, kid, and your skill is undeniable. Tell you what. Prove to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that your tip about the shipment is real, and I'll consider putting you on the crew. But if I think for a moment you won't work well with the team, you're gone. You understand me?
Loud and clear, boss.
Go fetch this correspondence of yours. Gilligan, go with her. I'm gonna have a talk with you later.
Yes, sir.
See? All according to plan.
According to plan? You lied to me, and now I'm in deep shit.
And scene.
Poor Gilligan. The kid just wanted his dad to like him.
He was gonna learn sooner or later that he can't trust anybody down in the Underweave. I just accelerated his education.
Yeah, I'm sure your motivations for stringing him along were entirely benevolent.
Of course, I don't have a malicious bone in my body.
All right, Maestro. What's next?
Next, we follow young me and little old Gil to where I hid the letters I intercepted from the governor.
Why did you even ask me to come with you back there? You easily could have done that all on your own. I just stood there watching and got in trouble.
I needed a fall guy in case I got caught in the act. If somebody found us, I'd have turned invisible and left my tools with you, then pretended I was taking a piss the whole time.
You were going to frame me?
Relax, it all worked out in the end, didn't it?
No, it didn't. Because of you, I've broken the King's Creed, and Clayde wants to have a talk with me later. You know what Clayde talks with? Brass knuckles.
What do you want me to say? I'm sorry.
That would be a good place to start.
Here's another lesson for you, Gil. Thieves, don't ask for apologies. They get even. If you feel like I've wronged you, then find a way to stab me in the back later.
Like, literally stab you in the back?
I'd like to see you try. But I still don't know what you're whining about. Because of me, you're in on the biggest heist the Larcenous Kings will have pulled off in years. Clayde isn't going to trust you just walking around with that information. And if he planned to kill you, he would have done it back when he found us. He's probably gonna put you on the crew in some low-stakes role like recon or watch duty. That'll be your chance to prove you're an asset.
Don't try to spin this like you did me a favor.
Oh, no, like I totally fucked you over, but I like to look at the bright side of life. Here we are.
I can't believe Clayde let you stay in the guild after all of that. The Larcenous Kings are all about selflessness and serving the team, but you only care about yourself.
Selflessness is an illusion. The only reason anybody serves other people is because doing so serves themselves. The Larcenous Kings have only managed to maintain their honor among thieves shtick because they know they'll have their throats slit if they don't abide by the creed. You're drawn in by the prestige of joining the legendary Phantom Guild, and then you find yourself trapped by a code that costs you your life if you break it. And then they call us kings to make us feel like we can't go any higher. Every little thing is designed to keep us complacent and keep Clayde in control. And I would do the same thing in his shoes.
So you admit you're only in this for yourself.
And so is Clayde, and so is every damn thief in the Underweave.
Not me. I'm in it for the good of the guild.
You're in it because you want your dad to love you. You're a slave to the opinions of others. And until you stop caring about what anybody else thinks of you, you'll always be somebody else's doormat. You think Clayde became the leader of the underworld by being a team player? He got to where he is by taking what he wanted and killing anyone who wouldn't give it to him.
You're wrong. Clayde cares about his people.
Tell that to the 10 bastards that came before you.
That's not...
Uh-huh.
Let's just get back to Clayde and show him those letters.
Fine by me.
Well, fuck me. That's the foreman's signature, all right. And the governor's seal is legitimate, too. How did you get your hands on these?
I know a guy who's a private courier for the nobility. He gives me a first look at anything that passes through the governor's hands. I have a lot of faith in my forgery skills, but I knew you'd be able to spot a fake, so I kept the originals and forged copies for my courier friend to deliver instead. According to him, they're none the wiser.
Fucking impressive, kid. You might have just saved this entire operation.
Well, I aim to please.
You could learn a lot from Hazel, Gilligan. This is what a true Larcenous King looks like. Discreet, effective, and bold. Reminds me of myself when I was your age.
But she's only in it for herself. You should have heard her earlier. She was practically shitting on the creed.
Selflessness is an illusion, kid. And so is a creed.
What?
In every guild, including the Larcenous Kings, you have wolves and you have sheep. The King's creed is there to keep the flock in check while the wolves reap the rewards. Take the beggar's pot, for example. We call it a tithe to Guile. But in reality, the coin goes right into the pockets of myself and the high rankers of the guild. The sense of unity that the creed provides helps the machine run smoothly. But ultimately, the machine is a tool. And if you want to be on top, you gotta know how to use it. The Mithril job is a stunt that calls for a team of wolves. And Hazel just proved herself worthy of the honor.
But how can you trust her after all of this?
I don't trust anyone, kid. But I'd rather work with someone who's openly selfish than an ass-kisser. Selfish people are predictable. All of us know we turn on each other the moment it became convenient for us. But we also recognize that it serves us to operate as a team. That's what makes a crew effective. Not honor, not trust, but knowing it's in everyone's best interests not to fuck the other ones over.
See? I wasn't lying when I told you the creed was bullshit.
I can't believe this.
You've got a spot on the crew should you want it, Hazel. But you're still new, so I'll offer you just 10% of the cut.
You said you had 3 on the crew before. With me, that makes 4. I'm not taking any less than the 25 I'm owed.
10%.
15.
Don't push your luck, kid. I don't bargain.
Fine. But I don't want to be on watch duty or anything boring like that. Give me something fun to do.
Consider it done.
And what about me?
You'll be stationed across from the refinery with a communication stone, keeping an eye out for the city watch. Even you couldn't fuck that up.
And, my cut?
Dried apricot?
Oh, no thanks. Allergic.
And thus begins our third and final act.
How's our audience doing? Need a piss break? Another cocktail?
I'm good, thanks. But I have to say, I'm actually quite enjoying this visual storytelling. I'm so used to just hearing it told to me.
Boring. Who wants to just listen to a story?
Where have you taken us now?
Before you stands the Sun Forge, a temple to Exol that doubles as a smeltery and smithy. As we speak, 1,500 pounds of crude mithril ore is being smelted inside of those walls. It would have been much less profitable if we stole the mithril before it was refined, and it would weigh a whole lot more, so we had to find a way to sneak it out after it had been cast into ingots. I was given the job of posing as an apprentice blacksmith so I could keep an eye on the process and make sure we knew exactly where the mithril would be when it was finished. Right now, young me is in that building, wearing a magical disguise, putting the last of the refined mithril into a crate to be shipped off, or to be stolen.
And where's the rest of the crew?
Hiding away in this wagon, beside a nearby tavern, waiting for me to give them the go-ahead. Shall we resume?
After you.
This new girl is sure taking her time.
Patience, Ajax. Hazel will pull through.
How can you be so sure?
She's got the talent, she's got the brains. She won't get caught. And she's too smart to try to pull a fast one on us.
That's a whole lot of faith for a gutter snipe you hired 4 days ago.
This gutter snipe made a 12-foot statue disappear in broad daylight and tipped us off about the decoy shipment.
Right. Well, I'm still not convinced. What do you think, Gregor? See, that's his disapproving grunt.
Listen, without her, we'd be sitting back in the underweave without a clue that the mithril was being refined and shipped out above our very heads. I'd rather have her in on the job than trying to pull it off herself and getting in our way. She's good for it.
All right. I'll grant you the girl. But your kid?
Gilligan cares too much to fuck up this job, and even he can handle watch duty.
He disappeared for days before he showed up for the briefing this morning. That doesn't exactly scream dedication to the job.
It'll be fine. I bet he's got the plan memorized backwards and forwards. Isn't that right, Gilligan?
Huh? Oh, right, yes. The plan.
You do remember the plan, don't you?
Of course I do. Backwards and forwards.
All right, then. Tell it to me. Why are we parked in this exact spot?
Well, because there's a storm drain beneath us.
And that storm drain leads?
It leads to a waterway that runs right beneath the Sun Forge.
And what are we waiting on right now? We're waiting for Hazel to tell us when the mithril is packaged and ready to be picked up. Once she does, Ajax goes in to cause a disturbance, while Gregor and I use the waterway to position ourselves beneath the smeltery. Gregor then uses stone shape to make a hole in the floor. Hazel drops the crate down, and Gregor seals the hole back up. Then we bring the mithril back through the waterway, up through the storm drain, and through the hatch in the floor of the wagon. I then place an illusion to make the wagon look like it's full of mundane goods. And we take off to the nearest lift down to the underweave.
And what about Ajax? Are we just going to leave her behind?
Some parts of a heist like this, you just have to improvise. Ajax will meet up with us after she figures out a way to get out of there.
I always do.
You got it now, kid?
Yeah, I think so.
Hello. You there, boss?
Hazel, what's the news?
Mithril's all packed in the crate. I put every ingot in myself.
How much was the yield?
After refining, it's about 384 pounds of pure metal.
Good thing we've got Gregor with us. This is why you don't discount the Goliath on a stealth mission. What's the situation like in there?
There's 4 armored guards on the mithril and 2 on each door. I don't think they'll leave their posts, no matter what kind of ruckus Ajax makes.
Think you can handle them alone before Gregor and I arrive?
Who do you think I am?
All right. Just send us a message if things go awry. Is it go time?
Whenever you're ready, boss.
Good luck, Hazel. Ajax, it's time to cause a scene.
On it.
Gilligan, keep your eyes on the forge and tell us immediately if you see any suspicious activity outside the building.
Yes, sir, Dad, sir. Dad, sir.
You ready, Gregor? Let's go rob a temple. 64 strides. Up we go, big guy.
Oh, hey, boss! You may want to step back a little.
What the? Is that smoke?
Sleeping gas! The great thing about disguise self is that you can hide anything you have on your person. So I got to sneak in my handy bag of tricks.
Good thinking. Where's the mithril?
Give me a second. This thing is heavy. I had to put it on wheels.
Let's see what we've got. That's mithril, all right. Hard to fake that blue sheen. Reparius Incantorium. No illusions either.
You don't trust me? I'm hurt.
Can't blame me for checking, kid. You coming down?
Go on without me. I want to make sure you got plenty of time to get away with the payload, so I'm gonna help Ajax with the diversion and head back with her.
Just don't get yourself caught. And if you do, think twice before you sell us out.
I'm a Larcenous King, Clayde. I live by the creed.
Very funny. Gregor, close the hole. Let's go. Gilligan.
Oh.
Open the hatch, we're coming up.
Yes, sir.
No. Give me a hand, kid.
Sure.
No.
Oh, God. So sweaty. Okay. How'd it go?
Seamlessly. Now get up front and start driving.
Where's Hazel?
Meeting us later. Now go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Astendi mir mendacia. Just another merchant wagon now. That was good work back there, Gregor. We're about 2 minutes from the lift. So long as we're not surrounded by the city watch before we get there, we should be in the clear.
Oh, easy, Clayde. It's just me.
Shit, Ajax. Send a message before you scare us like that next time.
Sorry, I dropped my stone while I was back there trashing the temple.
Not like we can't afford a replacement now. Where's Hazel?
Isn't she with you?
She told us she was gonna help you with the diversion.
I never saw her. Clayde, you did get the mithril, didn't you?
I checked the crate myself.
But...
I'm a goddamned idiot. Only the top 2 layers are mithril. The rest is fucking titanium!
Guys?
Fuck.
There are snipers with crossbows on every rooftop within a mile radius of this alleyway. Your wagon is surrounded by 30 trained soldiers and 10 mages with counterspell at the ready. You move a muscle, and I will run you through on the spot. You cannot run, and you cannot fight, King of the Underweave. Surrender and hand over the mithril.
You're out of luck, Captain. The mithril's gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
Who told you where to intercept us?
It was an anonymous tip.
Well, we've both just been anonymously played for fools.
Welcome to the... Goodness, girl, you're drenched. What are you doing riding out in this weather?
I've been riding for 2 days straight, and I haven't slept. I don't have much money to spare. What's your cheapest room?
Oh, don't you worry about the money right now, dear. We'll get it sorted in the morning. Now, come along. I've got a room with a bath already drawn.
Thank you.
Well, that's a right fancy-looking bag, dear. Where'd you get it?
It's an heirloom. Which room is mine?
Well, that'll be room 3. Here's your key, and there'll be a hot breakfast waiting for you in the morning.
You're a blessing from the gods, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, don't you mention it. It's what we're here for. Now wash up and get some sleep, dear.
Whew, long day.
It's amazing what you can fit in a bag of holding, isn't it?
Gilligan! Hey! You're alive! And in my bathtub.
Don't worry. I'm wearing pants under here.
That was definitely the most pressing question on my mind in this moment. Thanks for clearing that up for me.
I have to say, scamming that sweet little innkeeper out of a room after you just stole a fortune's worth of mithril was an interesting touch.
You know, I'm in it for the love of the game. Mind telling me how and why you're in my bathtub right now?
Magic and shit.
Cool, great, love that. Clayde, doesn't happen to be lurking around here too, does he?
Oh, no, the City Watch executed him on the spot along with the rest of the crew. No way they were going to give such high-level thieves any time to plan an escape.
So, how did you escape?
You see, Hazel, being a god is tricky. We have all these rules we need to abide by. One of the chief of which being
not to interfere directly with mortal affairs. But when it comes to choosing a champion, well, I prefer to get up close and personal, which means stretching that rule as far as I can by inserting myself amongst you mortals. A little altered memory here, disguise spell there, maybe a sprinkle of charm magic, and suddenly, I'm Gilligan, the inconsequential bastard son of the most powerful thief in Tinspire. Someone who can interact and observe without affecting events too heavily. But it wasn't you I had my eye on at first. No, it was Clayde. And then you came along and fucked that plan right up. Now the poor man is dead. And I'm still left championless. It's a horrible feeling, being a god without a champion. For whatever cosmic reason, even the most heartless of us feel a hollowness without the bond. But finding one isn't as simple as handing a contract to some random mortal off the street. A champion has to reflect the nature and ideas of their god, or else the bond won't take hold. Near the end, I realized that Clayde would never have worked. He was skilled and intelligent, yes, but frankly he lacked whimsy, yes. And then there was you, who somehow managed to pull me so immediately into your gravity and involve me in your reckless antics. There were times I had to fight to stay in character as I watched you make a fool of the so-called King of the Underweave, and with such a simple plan, too. Oh, sneaking in a bag of holding full of titanium and swapping it with the mithril as you packed the crate. Oh! Must have involved some incredible misdirection and sleight of hand, but the method was so simple as to be beautiful. Then, leaving just enough mithril in the package to let Clayde believe you could be trusted before tipping off the authorities and racing out of town. Oh, bravo.
So, you're trying to tell me that you're Guile?
In the flesh. Well, technically, my body is made of divine magic, but, you know, fleshish.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a little more proof to believe that.
I told you your entire plan appeared out of thin air in the bathtub of your room at a tavern 40 miles from Tinspire, and you're not fucking convinced.
Oh, it's a lot more believable that you're just some crazy-ass wizard who did too many mushrooms and believes he's a god now than you're actually the god of trickery.
Fine. Cast Detect Magic and see if you believe me, then.
Reparius Incantorium.
Sweet mother of fuck.
Blinding, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, I believe you now. I feel like I'm inside of the fucking sun.
I do tend to have that effect on people. So, what do you say? Care to make a deal?
What are the benefits like? And the rest was history. That was maybe like 10 years ago, and since then I've been traveling around the world, testing my abilities, doing whatever sounds fun in the moment, and occasionally doing some actual champion work. It's a good life, all in all. I give him a lot of shit, but I'd rather be stuck with Guile than any of the other gods.
Why me?
Pardon?
Why did she choose me? What about me screams champion of death? I'm a bard who gardens and keeps bees and makes his own mead. Mortain and I get along, but we aren't exactly on the same page all the time. If a champion is supposed to reflect the nature and ideals of their god, then why me?
Oh, yeah. I was debating telling you because I didn't want to burst your bubble, but you're definitely not Mortain's champion.
What?
She doesn't hear you when you try to speak to her. Your magic is fading, and you're trapped here in these woods where you can't do anything useful. Did you even sign a contract to begin with?
I remember a contract, but I don't remember anything else. Part of the deal was that I had to forfeit my memories.
And you fell for that?
What else could I be? What other purpose could all of this serve?
I don't know who you are, but you're definitely not a champion. Which is a bummer, because Guile won't get off my case until I found the other 9.
You mean the other 8?
Nope, the other 9. 10 champions, 9 gods, 1 for each god.
You just said 10 champions, 9 gods, 1 for each god.
No, I didn't. I said 10 champions, 9 gods, 1 for each god.
You just said the same thing I said.
No, I didn't.
This is a really dumb trick for someone of your caliber.
This isn't a trick, buddy. You just need to get your hearing checked.
There are 9 champions, 1 for each god.
Wait a second. Name all the gods for me.
Mortain, Guile, Judge, Beligor, Amber, Exel, Aquira, Dryas, and Lunella.
You're missing one.
What? Ah! My head!
You alright?
I'm fine. What do you mean I'm missing one?
There are 10 champions and gods.
What was that noise?
What noise?
What god am I missing?
You listed everybody but...
That noise there!
I didn't hear any noise. Are you sure you're okay?
Does the room feel like it's spinning to you?
Hello? You awake? Alright, well, I'm gonna go, but it was great chatting with you. I hope you get whatever this is sorted out. I'm just gonna leave myself a message and let Guile take care of this later. So, thanks for the alcohol?
Hazel, are you alright?
Yeah, totally fine.
Why in the hell did our communication get cut off? I was worried sick.
Our communication got cut off? I just thought you got busy.
I was in the middle of a sentence. Of course I didn't get busy.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
Nope, probably had something to do with this.
Why is your arm covered in blood?
I was just walking through the Manglewood 1 second, and the next I had the words check memory carved into my arm. If I had to guess, something happened back there that I wasn't meant to remember.
Interesting. Would you mind if I took a peek into your mind?
Good luck. I can hardly keep track of what's going on there myself.
Your memories have definitely been tampered with. And not by a mortal Mortain, you sly dog.
Can you recover them?
If it was the work of a mortal, sure, but this is the work of a god. Still, fucking with people's minds is my purview, not hers. I should be able to get something, even if it's only glimpses. Let's see here.
What? What did you find?
Hello, old friend. I found you at last.
Try just a little bit harder, girl. You gotta work for your dinner if you wanna be a winner in the underworld. Cry just a little bit louder, girl. Make 'em think that your itty-bitty heart ain't hard as an oaken burl. Try not to think on what could have been, 'cause normal kids don't rake in money for their folks to spend. We promise one day your labor shall end, just as we go fading round the bend.
If you'd like to listen to the full song inspired by this episode, you can find it by searching Just a Little Bit by Chase Noseworthy wherever you get your music. Hazel was played by Momo O'Brien. Guile was played by Troy Allan. Wren and Gregor were played by Chase Noseworthy. Clayde was played by Imari Williams. Gilligan was played by Daniel Rashid. Ajax was played by Karenna Foley. The Innkeeper was played by Lilli Furfaro. The Captain was played by Cole Taylor Finney. The Bardic Hearth is written and produced by Chase Noseworthy and co-produced by Troy Allan and Rochelle Ibarra.